Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. First and Inches here. I'm your host, Michael O'Brien, with my fantastic co-host, Mr.
Aiden Florsher.
He's a little away from the mic right now. That's beyond the point. We're going to get into one of the more polarizing prospects in this entire draft class, if not the most polarizing prospect in this entire draft class. If you're looking at the scoreboard right now, I think you can figure out who it is. We're going to dive into Michigan quarterback J.J. McCarthy, one of the most intriguing prospects in this class to me, and personally, one of my favorite prospects in this entire class. A lot of debate about him, people calling him a game manager, such and such. I think that's a very stupid narrative, and I'm going to try to disprove that today. So let's get right into it with this first play here. Nothing flashy here on this first play. Takes a snap, going to be a quick little speed out. I mean, good throw. He plays very well within structure this game. That's why I wanted to spotlight this play. A lot of quick stuff, very accurate in it. Quick decisions, good throws. Had a very efficient game. We'll see a similar play here. I wanted to spotlight these first couple plays because they ran a lot of quick stuff early in this game. JJ was very on time and accurate with all these throws. He plays within structure well. I think that's where a lot of the game manager narrative kind of comes from because Michigan's offense is very run. They don't take a lot of shot plays. But he plays very well within this system and structure. I think that's a positive. Wow, our third straight speed out. Not really too much going on early on in this game. Bad drop there by the receiver. Should have been another completion. But just wait. I'm going to lure you in a little bit. Just showing you some good throws within structure from JJ early on. JJ McCarthy loves layering balls over linebackers, especially when they have their backs turned. This is a very good throw here on an in route. Not really that layered, but linebacker was coming over a little bit. Accurate ball, a couple guys over in the area. He thrives on these type of throws. I think that if JJ tested at the combine, a lot of his critics would be a little bit more intrigued by him. Only gains a few yards here, but without his athleticism, he gets nothing. He feels the blitzing DB pretty quickly and rolls out to his right and just tucks and runs, gets like 4 or 5 bounces off a DB. Like I said, I was going to lure you in a little bit. This next play is the type of throw that makes me very intrigued with J.J. McCarthy at the next level as a prospect. Deep shot play here off the play fake. Clean pocket, steps up, just throws an absolute bomb. Bombs away. Great catch by the receiver. Kind of a bad play by the D-back also, just jumping like a dumb idiot. But just his arm strength gets criticized, and I think it's very dumb. He has the talent, all the arm talent in the world to make every throw in the book. More athleticism on display from this next play. Read option, makes a guy miss, turns a corner, sees a DB, shoulder drop, dives for the pylon, touchdown Wolverines. How many quarterbacks are going to drop a shoulder and dive like that into the end zone? You don't see it that often. Kid plays with grit. This was the first real negative throw from McCarthy in this game. Underthrows a deep shot here down the sideline. As much as I've been touting his arm strength, he does need to work on his touch. He's very good at just lasering a ball in a tight window. But you'll see here, kind of a duck, not the best touch on it, underthrown. He needs to work on that aspect a bit. Another kind of bad ball from JJ on this play, but a good play. Pump fakes over the middle, doesn't take the first read. He has the right idea going for the check down here. Good play on doing that. But just overthrows a check down, kind of an ugly throw. Eyes move well. Good idea, bad throw. JJ makes some very impressive throws under pressure. This next one isn't the flashiest one on his highlight reel, but just a good ball. Takes the snap here, drops back, feels the blitz coming, kind of off his back foot, fading a little bit. Great ball on a crosser. See it a little bit more from this angle. Linebacker comes through, gets a good blitz off, but good angle by JJ there to fit that ball in. Like I mentioned previously, JJ loves firing balls over the middle. Ballsy throw here. Probably a risky one realistically. But we'll see this a lot in this next game. JJ has his trait. Look at number 6. As soon as his back turns, he's firing that ball over the middle. Risky throw, but a good ball. More athleticism on display here from McCarthy. Read option again. Hesitation. Stiffy. Gets into the end zone for his second touchdown in the game. My comp for him would be Alex Smith if he watched Josh Allen play football as a teenager. McCarthy plays good in structure, but will make psychotic throws and plays at times. Last play here before we dive into the next game. This is a more flashy McCarthy throw under pressure. Gets cracked right in the breadbasket, touchdown. Great play here. Gets cracked by the blitzing DB. Doesn't give a shit. Stays in the pocket. Throws it right in the breadbasket. Touchdown. McCarthy finished this game 14 of 20 for 219 and a touchdown. Also added 2 on the ground. 70% completion percentage, 123 passer rating. Very efficient game, as you see. Did not make many mistakes or bad throws at all. Second to last game we're going to dive into here. Michigan State. I came away very impressed from this game. Lots of NFL made in heaven. To wrap this up, let's go over some of McCarthy's pros and cons. First, pros. One of the younger quarterbacks in this class. I believe he's 20 right now. Will be a 21-year-old rookie. He has all the traits. He's very athletic. Has raw arm talent. He threw 61 miles an hour at the combine. The all-time record was tied this year by Joe Milton at 62. Josh Allen also threw 62 miles an hour. He has the traits that NFL teams look for in quarterbacks, especially one you want to draft in the top half of the first round. He has a lot of wow plays. We only went through 2 games here. I think I'm going to want to do a part 2 on him, honestly, so keep an eye out for that. But he makes lots of throws that are ballsy, in tight windows. He's very athletic, makes great plays on the run. He has plays that stand out. You're like, wow, that was very impressive. He thrives in the middle of the field. Dig routes, crossers, ins, curls. He takes checkdowns very well. In that short game, intermediate game in the middle of the field, he's very good at that. That is his strength. And I usually don't like to scout like this in most cases, but he has all the intangibles. He's a winner. They won a national championship this year. I believe 1 or 2 losses in his college career. Those are things that NFL GMs look for. He seems like he has the correct mental makeup to succeed at the next level. I think that is definitely a pro with him, and obviously he's a winner. Won 28 games in college, if I'm not mistaken. Some of his flaws, he needs to work on touch. Said it on the bottom twice as well, outside the numbers and touch. Some of those deeper throws outside the numbers, he'll underthrow or overthrow. He needs to work on that aspect of his game. Some of his mechanics can be inconsistent at times, but I don't think they're bad necessarily. It's something that can be fixed. I'm not that worried about it unless it continues to happen throughout his first couple years in the NFL. And there is a lot of projection in McCarthy's profile. Did not throw that much at Michigan. Obviously, the raw stats aren't gaudy. They ran a very run-heavy offense. They were up 20 points most of the game. Didn't play in the fourth quarter a lot. So there aren't the most throws on tape with McCarthy. You could argue that Harbaugh was hiding him. I would say Harbaugh's done that with every quarterback he's ever had. I don't think Andrew Luck averaged 30 attempts per game in a Harbaugh system in college. I think it's kind of a stupid knock on him. My comparison for him would be Alex Smith if he grew up watching Josh Allen, like I had mentioned earlier in the video. He plays pretty well within structure. He's good in short game. He's also very athletic, will make crazy ballsy throws at times, and is not afraid to drop his shoulder into a linebacker. I think McCarthy is pretty easily a first-round quarterback, especially in the modern NFL, where teams do a lot of projection, especially in terms of athleticism, arm strength, etc. I think McCarthy fits that profile perfectly. He's obviously being mocked to go high. I think that is the case come April 27th, and I think he will be one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL from this class. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, send this to your grandma. We love you guys. Thank you for all the support recently, and peace.